Hello friends. So today we'll discuss the data scaling. So data scaling is a process of ensuring that our data is clean and ready to go before you conduct further statistical analysis. Data must be screened in order to ensure that data is usable, reliable and valid for the testing. Causal theory. So why do we need data screening? That is important. Detect and correct data errors, detect and treat missing data, detect and handle insufficient simplified variables, conduct transformation and standardization, detect and handle outliers. We'll discuss these outliers also. First concern, what should be what our concern should be there when we do the data screening. These are accuracy of data file, right? Accuracy of data file, descriptive statistics, graphical representation, honest correlations, missing data, pattern or amount, random or not, right? Outliers. So these are the primary concern. So what is missing data? Next, as the name indicates, missing data means we do not have one or more data in the collected data. If we are missing much data, this can cause several problems. The most apparent problem is that there simply won't be enough data points to run our analysis. Some analysis, like path analysis, requires a certain number of data points in order to compute estimate. This number can increase with the complexity of our models. If we are missing several values in our data, the analysis just won't run. Sometimes missing data might represent bias issues, right? So why is missing data a problem? That should come in your mind. So there are systematic problems like bias sampling in demographic variables, insufficient amount for analysis in small samples. If we are missing some data, then the analysis can't be performed, misleading the research results, right? The threshold for missing data is flexible, but generally if you are missing more than 10% of the responses on particular variable or from a particular respondent, that variables or respond may be problematic. There are several ways to deal with problematic variables. Just don't use that variable. First of all, if it makes sense, impute the missing value. This should be done only for continuous or intervals data like age, not for a categorical data like gender. If your data is large enough, just don't use that response that had missing values for that variable. This may create a bias. However, if the number is missing response is greater than 10%. What is outlier? So in statistics, an outlier is an observation point that is distant from the other observations. An outlier may be due to variability in the measurement, or it may indicate experimental error. The latter are sometimes excluded from the data set, and outliers can be cause serious problems in statistical analysis. Outliers can be in any distribution, but they often indicate either measurement error or that the population has heavy tail distribution. In the former case, one wishes to discard them or use statistics that are robust to outliers, while the latter case, they indicate that the distribution has high skewness and that one should be very careful, cautious in using tools or intuitions that assume a normal distribution. A frequent cause of outlier is a mixture of two distribution, which may be two distinct subpopulation or may indicate correct trials versus measured trial. This is modeled by a mixture model. Right? In most larger sampling of data, some data points will be further away from the sample's mean than what is demand responsible. This can be due to incremental systematic error, or incidental systematic error, or flaws in the theory that generated an assumed family of probability distribution, or it may be that some observations are far from the center of the data. Outliers point can be therefore indicates faulty data, or errors, right, or areas where a certain theory might not be valid. However, in large samples, a sample number of outliers is to be expected. Outliers, being the most extreme observation, may include the sample maximum, right? Being most extreme observation may include the samples maximum or sample minimum, or both, depending on the whether they are extremely high or low. However, the sample maximum and minimum are not always outliers, because they may be not be unusually for a far from other observation. The interpretation of statistical derived from data set that include outliers may be misleading. For example, if one is calculating the average temperature of 10 objects in a room, and 9 of them are between 20 and 25 degrees Celsius, but NO1 is at 175 degrees Celsius, the median of this will be between 20 and 25 obviously, but the mean temperature will be between 35.5 due to one temperature 175 degrees Celsius, right? So the mean will be between 35.5 and 40. In this case, the median better reflects the temperature of the randomly simplified sample object, but not the temperature in the room than the mean, right? So this is all about the outliers today. Thank you for watching.